me a text plus 5.5. You can keep those points. We don't even need them. 2-1 last night. 2-0 the night before. That thing to break over the middle of the plate.
I think he stepped out either.
Let's go to Arby's.
Let's go to Arby's. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
I just had a horse race, okay? So I bet this race. There was two horses. I was deciding between two horses. I decided to choose one. Then TVG put on the trainer of the horse that I bet. And I actually hate the guy. I've met him. He's actually screwed us out of some money on a couple horses. So I switched the horse, and the horse won that I originally bet, his horse. So I'm not happy. It was 6-1 too. I'm really upset.
That's not good.
Not good. This guy, that's why I don't like watching. I don't like horses' names. Oh, God. And then I see this guy's mug on the TV. If I bet.
Dead last.
Of course he won.
All right. So we got two football. This is the football edition. We got two football games coming up. Cincinnati, Tennessee, and San Fran, Green Bay's tonight, right? That's the other one tonight?
That's correct.
All right, let's hear what we got. I don't know what I feel about either one of these games.
Nappy, what do you got?
Prop side. So I dialed it back this week. We had Turk out west last week.
Yeah.
So we didn't do anything on air, but I did tweet out kind of each game. And when I do each game individually, I tend to do more plays. Now we did hit a plus 1,200 parlay. I think it was like 1,250.
Holy shit.
And that kind of kicked things off. The rest of the slate, I'd say I was probably up like 2-3 units. Kind of fizzled after that first game. So we're dialing back some of the games, going with some less obscure guys. I think the focus for this first one is going to be Derrick Henry. That 83.5 number to me looks pretty low. They're saying like this guy's ready to go. There's going to be no limitations on him. He looked good in practice from the clips or whatever I'd seen on NFL Network. So. Yeah, that's a pretty low number for him. Obviously, there's some risk involved. Who's
the other guy? Who's their other running back?
D'Onta Foreman.
You think they're just going to not use him anymore?
They might sprinkle him in, but I mean, 83 yards is pretty low. I mean, I think Tennessee controls the game for the most part. I don't really have a view of this, like a betting view of this game. It's hard not to go with Tennessee, just given the season they've had and. I'm not really sure about Cincy, beyond last round. So you look at like, all right, Tennessee's going to be up late. Cincy's going to have to throw. Mixon's probably not going to run a bunch. And that's kind of where I get to, Mixon's under there at 59.5. He hasn't gone over his total, I think, in 6 straight games, if you're into that sort of thing. And then Jamar Chase over 78.5. I was really pissed last week I didn't have him in there. He crushed his over. That line's adjusted up. And we're going to do the same two bets we've done all year when we focused on a Niner game. Debo's under rushing, which is really high in my opinion at 38.5. Again, I think it's a game they're going to be down. So they're going to throw and his over receiving yards. We also had A.J. Dillon earlier in the year, maybe halfway through the season. We had a A.J. Dillon over. I love going back and taking an over of a guy I lost earlier in the season. That's a pretty low number, 39.5. I think we had him at like 47. I think you were on that one with me, Elio. It was a Thursday night game. So the reason these are a little out of order, I like those first 5 together as a parlay. Pays 4,500 right now on Barstool. Henry's over, Chase is over, Debo's over, Dillon's over, and then Gabriel Davis tomorrow to score a touchdown. He's up above just so that it's clear on that parlay. Those are the 5 I want together. Gabriel Davis, I think, scored like 4 in the last 5 weeks. He scored last week against the Pats. Plus 250 is a pretty good value for him. So that's today's game. Tomorrow I'll probably add to this. I like Beckham over 3.5 catches. I like Sony Michel to score plus 250. And then the 2 quarterbacks for tomorrow night. I only like them parlayed together because Josh Allen over 1.5 is minus 205, and that's way too rich. He could easily run into, and you get kind of hosed on that. So
Wait, over 1.5, is that throwing and running?
just throwing.
Okay.
So if it was over 1.5, both, I would lay the 205. I would think that would be a gift. You can't really get that bet anywhere. So it's only passing. So take the passing, put it with Mahomes over 2.5. And it pays 2 to 1. Obviously, that Mahomes number's high at 2.5, but I like that one. But
Who do you like in the Kansas City Buffalo game?
I like Buffalo and I like the Rams. They're kind of that's right now. I saw somewhere plus 1,000 for a Rams-Bills Super Bowl, and I am on the Rams at plus 800 since
Rams-Bills Super Bowl.
Rams-Bills Super Bowl plus 1,000.
Yeah, but you got to win 2 games.
You got to win 2 games, and it it just depends if you like the odds. I mean, I would probably just take them individually each week, and it kind of adds up to be the same.
Yeah.
But I that's kind of I think Buffalo would have to go on the road to Tennessee, again, and the Rams would have to go on the road to Green Bay. So you're taking 2 guys that are gonna have to go on the road here for 2 weeks. But I like the Rams to win this weekend. I like Green Bay to win. I like Buffalo to win, and I like Tennessee to win. If I'm picking the games.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay line is off the 3. It's 2.5 now.
I know. So they're thinking Kansas City and Tampa are gonna lose.
There's money coming in the other way.
I mean, that's what they're saying. They're begging you to bet those teams. Which is, I'm shocked. I mean,
well, Tampa doesn't shock me in the sense that they get some injuries.
They do have injuries. Those offensive linemen, I think, that's a big factor.
That's a huge, Tristan,
especially if they can get the pressure on Brady like they did last time.
I just don't trust the Rams quarterback. I mean, I think the Tampa's D is good. And I think you're gonna have to throw. I do not trust him.
I'm with you there from a playoff standpoint, right? I mean, he's done nothing in the playoffs, but I do like Stafford.
Yeah, he throws those picks though. Like
he throws
those picks that like you can't even believe he threw them. That I understand.
Phil. Hey, Nappy, put your thing up again for a second. Oh, Patrick, put that thing up again. What did you have for Kittle? Over 53.5 yards?
Yes. Now,
so I just got Debo. You've got Debo under 38.5. I just got 43.5.
On the rushing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think you pound that.
I did. I took it.
Yeah.
While you were talking, I'm like, wow, my number's way off, so I'm going to grab it.
No, you know why? Because he ran for 62 yards last week. It's just like they just take kind of like a weighted average number and say, here you go. This is what it is this week. And there's really no factoring in of like the defense, the game flow. If Green Bay controls that game, they're not going to be handing off to Debo Samuel. Right? Like that's something where if you're up and you're winning like last week, they were against Dallas, he'll probably go over. And so a lot of ways, these bets are just derivatives of how you think the game is going to go. It just spreads the action around in a little bit of a different way. Right. And when we hit we hit 5 of these parlays over a plus 1,000 this year.
I can't play them. So,
well, soon. What's this? Something got passed recently. Did it not? Massachusetts?
Oh, I don't know. What passed?
I thought there was some. I thought I saw like an article mid-January or late December that looked kind of bullish for paving the way in Massachusetts. I could be wrong about that.
The only thing I heard is that Massachusetts was going to be the last state to pass.
Well, let's hope that's not true because there's some states that haven't even have absolutely zero interest in doing it.
Yeah, January 4th. Senator Eric Lesser hints at momentum in legalized sports betting in Massachusetts as he announces bid for lieutenant governor.
Yeah, pushes. He's trying to get people to vote for him.
Well, it's almost time to send the Senate Majority Woman a tweet again. I mean, she doesn't care about global warming. I got to get my car and drive places, all this pollution in the air. I eat a cheeseburger while I'm there. Cows farting, and I'm driving cars.
And look, I'm not saying you do it, but you could roll the window down and just toss the trash out on your way back. Right?
That's right. You get the straw wrapper and you go, you blow the straw wrapper out the window, right?
Yep.
What else do you do with it? What, I got a trash?
Hold on, is Elio's relocated to the shower?
I think.
Yeah, I'm brushing my teeth. Sorry.
Got it.
Relocated to the shower. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, these two games today, I think Green Bay wins. I don't know if they cover, but I think they win, which is why I think maybe you open up a tease on this.
Oh, I'm closing out a tease. I had my 2-team money line even money parlay. I had the Rams, and then I had Green Bay. I did for the Monday night game. So I've hit one half of that. So I just need Green Bay outright.
I have an open parlay right now. I don't know who to fill it with. Money. I mean, the first half was a money line win. I don't know who to fill it with. I'm thinking Tennessee just to get the 4 points out and just. I wonder what it would be. Let's look. I wonder what it would pay.
And the Green Bay number is 5 right now, right?
Yeah, it keeps coming down. That makes me a little nervous. Let's see. What would Tennessee pay if I put them in there? Yeah, it'll pay plus 142. So that essentially what I got is I got Tennessee plus 142 today. So do I really want to bitch about that?
And they're otherwise minus 2 to 1, right? Yeah,
probably it's great value for me to put them in. Green Bay's,
Yeah, I do think Tennessee wins. I think that's the one I probably wouldn't be as surprised if it went the other way, just because it's Tannehill and it's but I don't know. Look, Vrabel's done a great job with that team. Everyone kind of forgets. Someone said this to me last week. It's been 3 years since the Pats have won a playoff game, and this Tennessee team came into New England in a wild card round, beat Brady.
Yep.
2 years ago. So it's the Pats' last playoff win was the Rams Super Bowl.
Yep. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. Okay, so we got some action I could sprinkle on, and I can look at that card, replay it back. I'm sitting here with my dice that I got at the Circa, and I'm practice rolling because we're gonna go to play crap soon.
You also have what's the guy's name that you watch roll?
Oh, the Bone Roller.
Oh, the Bone Roller. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Kansas. He's been banned from the Hollywood Casino in Kansas.
Really? He's got a special role and
all kinds of special roles.
Are you heading out tonight to throw him?
No, probably not. I'm thinking about it though.
Yeah. See, once you get a little taste, you're in Vegas. Now you want a little bit more.
Now you want more. Now you want to go roll the dice again, huh? Twin River's only about 35 minutes away. It's not that.
Do you guys have to do anything tonight?
No.
You guys home? That's good.
Yep, just watching these games. I think is the plan.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we'll see.
I like tomorrow. I mean, from an entertainment value, I think tomorrow's two are as good as it gets. Today, I mean, I think they strategically kind of set it up that way.
Yeah, those two are good games tomorrow.
Yeah. The Chiefs, Buffalo,
Cincinnati. Yeah, Tennessee. Cincinnati. I mean, these games are good today too, but I think
tomorrow. I was listening to somebody last week talk about the 2 versus 7 matchup and how it's kind of ruined last weekend, right? You've taken a bye away and you've added a playoff team, so the 2 versus 7 matchup's kind of a waste of time.
So I'm not so sure. I disagree with that. I think look at the 5 out of the 6 games are blowouts. They were terrible games.
And I think of it as as far as playoff teams go. I think it's not for only one team to get a bye. I feel like 2 teams that it's hard. I'm just not
so sure they need the 7th team. I'm not so sure.
I agree. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I think they had a better thing the way it was set up before.
I think what it does is it gives, if you think about the fan base, it probably ruins wild card weekend a bit, but it gives you that week 18, last week of the season, like not just like Oakland, right? That or LA, Las Vegas that got in, But there's the Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, there's a million teams that
Chargers.
almost
So it creates this kind of false hope. And then you get the divisional games pretty much all that last week of the season. So creates a little bit of buzz. But yeah, this weekend, I think it was Tony Maserati that was on Friday. He's like, this is the best weekend in the NFL. I tend to agree with him. I think even more so than Championship Sunday, right? This is usually a fun one. So
yeah, and there's 4 games. Yeah, I don't know. I just those games last weekend, none of them were good. So I just wonder, do we really need that 7th team in? And if it sucks again like this next year, then I think you got your answer. You don't need them in, and it's no good. But they're never going to go back because there's too much money involved. So
no, that's exactly. And I think they really want to add another week, right? I mean, right now they're at 17 games. They'd like to get to 18 games. This was kind of the compromise, I think, to get everyone to agree.
Wow. Stop.
All right. Well, I'm out.
All right.
Good luck today, Nappy. Nappy, your best bet. One item.
My favorite one is Beckham over 3.5 catches. He's gone over that total, I think, 4 out of 5 games.
And what's the number on it?
It's -150, but
okay, that's not terrible.
No, but that would be in terms of like close.
That's what I'm playing in. -3.5. Yeah, I mean 3.5 or more catches. Okay,
3.5 or more catches. Yep.
Okay, I'll do it too. I got a couple of these other ones you put up, and I'll rewatch this again.
All right, boys.
All right, thanks. See ya.